Good morning, happy Thursday, hope you're all doing well. We're officially running late, and of course it's the week that we're going to Toddler Club by taxi and not by a friend who's happy to wait in the car for 5 minutes. So yeah, going to Toddler Club, see you in a bit. And we're home, and somehow Ruben is still awake. I don't quite know how he's still awake because he has run around like a Fruit Loop all morning, but he's still awake, so maybe that means no nap today, which sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah. Behaviour was okay. There was a moment where he very much took over. One of the mums was reading a couple of the kids a story, and Ruben wanted to sit on Sarah's lap, and she was fine with it, and I was fine with it, but then her little boy was like, that's my mummy's lap, and we had a bit of a Ruben refusing to get off moment. And then Millicent, who's like his best little friend, gave him a very gentle shove at one point, and he had full crying tears, like proper, like he'd broken an arm tears. It was like, and then I was like, it's okay, and he's like, Millicent loved me, and I meant Millicent doesn't love me, and I'm like, Millicent loves you. And then she came over and held his hand, and he was fine. But yeah, so it's always a little bit, you know, why are we being like this today? But we survived, but somehow he's still awake. And no eye rubs. It doesn't. What is on with my eyebrows today? Pretty big bold patch in the eyebrows. Great makeuping today, Katie. Well done. Yeah. Don't know. I picked a few bits up in town. I had a list. I wanted some bamboo or a stand to strap up my cucumber plant, and unless I wanted to pay £13 for like a giant bundle of bamboo, one happening. So I picked up a stick on the walk back to the car. I needed some cooked chicken, and one of the fridges were out in Iceland, so they didn't have any, and I wanted fresh meatballs, not frozen, because they didn't come with Tesco's yesterday, and they didn't have any of those either because one of the fridges was broken. So yeah, but I got other stuff. I think I got everything else off the list, so yeah, that's a win. But I'll settle him and put the cartoons on, and I'll show you what I got, and make a drink and get changed. I'm very hot. Okay, so from Iceland I picked myself up a cherry Pepsi Max, some Milky Buttons, cheese strings, Kinder chocolate, some Bliss salted caramel whipped bars, and some Chocky biscuits from the Card Factory, Haribo, and 2 birthday cards. And from Wilko I got some cable ties because the ribbon on my tomato plant is not doing the job. Dog treats, some floor wipes, some Febreze Air Mist in Spring Awakening, and some Mr. Muscle drain stuff because the bath one is going a bit slow. Hello, Ruben is finally asleep. There was no nap. It's deceptively light. It's gone 7 o'clock. Ruben is in bed. John's home from work. He is out on the phone to the coach, rugby team coach. The only thing that happened this afternoon was my house was made even messier than normal. I didn't get any of my jobs that I had earmarked to do in nap time. However, Ruben got very distracted with Dora the Explorer for a bit, you can't really see. So I did strap up a couple of my plants. My cucumber plant is now off the soil, and my tomato plant has now been transferred from the kitchen window out there. I did some very heavy pruning of my tomato plant as well. So I've had a bit of a rearrange out there and a rearrange in the window. I'm just scared that my tomato plant, because it's Reuben grew it from seed at school, and I'm scared that it's going to get eaten alive in the garden. That's why I've kept it a little bit too long in the window, but it's now taking up the whole of the window and it's kind of damaging the other plants in the window because it's blocking all the light. So it's been put outside. Right, let's pick up some toys and cook some tea. And it's tea time, and this is rather an autumnal meal, seeing it's June, but I fancied it. We got a sausage tray bake, so it's cauliflower, butternut squash, sprouts, red onion, pork sausages, and lumpy gravy. But yeah, that is tonight's tea.